What's up, guys? It is Craig here again from Get Your Geek On, and we are finally back doing video format, which is great. I'm here doing the FIFA 14 demo. For most of you, you probably already downloaded it today. It came out on Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and PC, if you're an elitist and a bit of an arse. Anyway, yeah, so this is EA Sports' yearly franchise being brought back out. I'll be honest, you're going to be surprised by this year's release. I won't beat around the bush. Beat around the bush, you can beat around the bus if you like. Anyway, yeah. First thing to note is the EA servers take forever, which is nice to see because, let's be honest, the FIFA servers and the EA servers are usually shit year after year. So there's nothing new there then, it seems. But yeah, I'll be honest, I'm totally waiting for the Xbox One and PS4 version of this, in all honesty, because, let's be honest, the new Ignite engine looks fantastic. So yeah, I'm deciding to play on intermediate simply because I'm showing you guys what I'm doing, and I play Pro Evolution Soccer controls because I'm a douchebag. The 6 teams you can have is BVB, which is Borussia Dortmund, FC Barcelona, the New York Bulls, Boca Juniors, Man City, and Tottenham Hotspur. I don't think I've mixed any other ones out, but yeah, there you go. This is the main menu, looking very much like the Windows 8 Metro style, which I really hate and I wish they'd stop using it, but guaranteed they'll just use it forever. Obviously, you can't use the EA Sports Football Club part yet, but you can play a demo of Ultimate Team, which is interesting because you couldn't do that last year, as far as I know. But yeah, it looks quite nice. I do like the new layout, I have to admit. Teams look pretty much as they did in FIFA 13. Yeah, graphically, there's not been any big changes, to be honest, and you'll notice that as the game progresses. You've still got the practice games, like this one. As you wait before the match, and I decided to just mess around and see how it feels on controls, and fluff that one, so I just decided to proof on the second shot. So yeah. Again, the loading screen looks very similar to FIFA 13, nothing really new there. Same with the setting up. But yeah, this is the game. This is the standard camera angle. I haven't really played around with it too much. And as you can see, it kind of plays, well, to be honest, the same as FIFA 13. The controls feel, I have to be honest this time around, they feel a little bit clunky for some strange reason. I know that they've tried to add some kind of free movement for the players when they're running in between the ball when you're making passes, for example. So if I pass here, which I'm pretty sure I do about now, maybe not. So yeah, there we go. You see, he kind of makes a run back into position, which is quite nice. It actually goes back to playing right back, which is where he needs to be. Yeah, there's little features that I quite like. There's no more waiting for people to go and fetch the ball for throw-ins. Not that I noticed, but I only did actually have a few, to be honest. Players seem to kind of stay where they need to be, which is nice. The midfield stays quite strong. The defenders, again, feel quite strong at the back, and there's no more of that kind of really hard rush past defenders anymore. If you have got a strong sprinter or a good striker, you will be able to break defence this time round. So those people playing defensively, you are actually going to have to put some effort into staying strong with the back four. Like I say, it does pass around quite well. It does feel quite nice to play. However, unfortunately, it does suffer from the same problems that FIFA 13 has. For example, there I've got 3 players running all into one man, and I didn't actually press A to actually cover the ball there at all. There was no actual effort there on my part. All players just decided to, AI-wise, decide to run in, which, yeah, could leave a few problems when you're breaking through, especially if you know, you've got no players there to back you up. The goalkeepers have been massively improved this year, I have to say. There's no more of that like out of position stuff, unless obviously you press Y and you're a madman and decide to do that. But yeah, the actual keepers themselves seem to put a lot more effort into saving this time around, which you'll see later on this video, because unfortunately I made rather a big mistake, which is a pretty big error, and that is the one thing that I will pull this game down for. Although it is the demo version, I will pull it down, and you'll see why later on. So yeah, the freedom of the ball, and it says that this time around there's more precision with passes, whereas again you can still make crazy passes like that up the pitch, and it will get to your target if your player's free, which again I kind of don't understand what EA were mentioning when it said that the ball moved more like it will in real life, but hey ho, I guess I'll notice that more as I play the game. Yeah, shots feel quite nice. That shot there off the volley was just literally one touch. I didn't even have to like set it up, and it looked really natural, which was nice. Which again, EA was saying they were going to push this time round. And again, like you say, you see the keeper right there for the defending team put a really good effort into saving it, which is nice. Other things to mention in this demo are the fact that obviously you only get a few minutes to try out each half. The AI looks pretty impressive. Like I say, again, shooting feels really nice this year, I have to be brutally honest. That shot right there just, again, looked great, and it looked more like a real shot, whereas in FIFA last time round, if you took a shot from there, it ended up going sky wide, whereas that actually could have been a close shot. The skill moves, again, they are a little bit difficult to pull off this year. I don't know if it was just because of me, but yeah. I scored a nice goal, which again shows that he can score. And that was without finesse as well. That was just a shot straight off the bat. And it felt really nice. Like I say, the shooting feels spot on. I can't fault the shooting at all. However, I will kind of say, again, the AI does let it down. If you saw like there as well, the crowd looks fantastic in this year's version. They've really pushed the console with regards to getting the crowd to more than just the Mega Drive standard sprites and pixels dancing around, which is nice to see. And well, yeah, it just feels a lot more all round, really. I think this game feels more like the game FIFA 13 should have been. Yeah, graphically, again, like I say, it's not really a big jump, but you'll notice like little things like the shirts have got nice deep kind of ripples in now, which wasn't as noticeable in last year's version. And in the replays, you get to see what exactly the event was. This is quite a big thing to mention now. You can actually see your character's stamina. If you look at the pitch right now, you can see underneath the player number their stamina and how well they're doing, which is good because it gives you a good idea of when you need to make a sub, which is fantastic. The other thing to mention, like I say, is the AI. I keep going back to it just because it's something worth noticing. The computer plays really well. However, there's still that typical error with kind of players getting in the way of shots and passes. The ball will bounce off players. It works to your advantage sometimes, but at other times, like there, for example, it can become quite frustrating, especially for players right next to where you're trying to break through from. It can put you off a pretty good advantage, and it can ruin what could be a really good setup, really. Other than that, I don't really know what to say really about this year's version. It feels very much the same as to be expected with yearly franchises. But yeah, little things make this game worthwhile, and that's what FIFA's always been about. It's the little things that make the game better. And to be brutally honest, you don't really feel any of the new features. In all honesty, I didn't really notice anything new apart from possibly the animation. When it comes to doing one touch, like I say, the volley I did earlier felt really natural and looked really good as well. And you actually feel like there's a bit of kind of effort there as well, which is nice. But yeah, there's little things on this game that annoy me. This annoys me quite a lot. The keeper diving in and almost taking out the player to save the ball. That was quite frustrating. I decided to change the camera up right here because I thought you guys might be interested in seeing what the game looks like closer up. So yeah, again, like I say, you can't really tell graphically what the differences are. It just looks a little bit cleaner, I guess. A nice feature worth mentioning right now is the fact that there's no more judder when the keeper kicks the ball on certain TVs. I don't know if it's just with Samsung models, but I do with my Samsung, and I've heard with others that you get judder, which is nice to see gone. Also, you can actually look at your finishing moves now and all the little FC unlockables, which is really great. It's quite nice to know how to do them without having to go online and look for yourself. So that's worth mentioning too. Joe Hart's finally got blonde hair, which is a bonus, because in last year's he had brown for some fucking reason, because EA obviously just didn't know how to sort Joe Hart's hair out, probably because he's doing the Head and Shoulders advert or some shit, I don't know. Apart from that, I'm looking forward to this year's version of FIFA 14, I have to be brutally honest. However, this is the problem, and it is so frustrating. Look at that. It literally bounces off the player, he makes no effort to trap it or anything and kicks it out, and this is so painful to watch right now, guys, I'm not even going to lie. I feel sick in my mouth. I think I just threw up a little bit in my mouth. Dembele, I might just vomit on you if I ever see you play in real life, because that just makes me feel sick. Right there. And I'm pretty sure it was offside, but the referee says no. Again, mentioning the referees, they are just as strict as they were in FIFA 13. Little taps, for example, can earn you a yellow card. The same with the offside. The offside rule is really stringent. Again, it literally pulls you as soon as you even like sniff going offside. It'll flag up as well, which is quite frustrating. But yeah, apart from that, the demo so far, it feels quite nice. You know, it's going to be a bit of a Marmite game, but yeah, again, it's the same with every version of FIFA. Little things like that, you know, kicking it off a player to knock out, that's great. You know, the little features in this game, I think, the more you get to grips with it, you'll enjoy it a lot more. Like I say, it's early days. It's only the demo version, and to be honest, I'm not really going to put any verdict into it until the next generation versions come out, because I think that's more fair. Make sure you follow us on our Facebook page at facebook.com/GetYourGeekOnUK, at Twitter at CraigIsOnFire or GetYourGeekOnUK, and we will be at Eurogamer in London on the 27th of September. And if you find us there, we'll give you some free stuff, because that's just how we roll. Thanks again, guys. Bye.